Okay, so good evening. Okay, so start na natin yung discussion. Okay, so we have our Java pointers, Java syntax, and Java note. Okay, so identifiers. Okay, so is a given to a package, class, interface, method, or variable. Pag sinabi nating identifiers, okay, ito yung example natin is num1 at num2. Okay, so num1 at num2 identifiers pa lang sila. Pero kapag naglagay ka na ng int num1, num2, okay, nagkakaroon ka na ng data types which is yung int kino-consider or minomodify mo na yung num1 at num2 na gagamitin mo sila for numbers. Okay, so that is the use of identifiers. Next, we have our keywords. So yung keywords natin, ito yung mga command or code na naka-color blue. Okay, so pakita ko yung example. Okay, kung mapapansin nyo dito sa example ng code 2 operators, meron tayong mga naka-color blue. Package, import, public class, public static void, new, int, and int. Okay, si Java, may tinatawag na 50 reserved words. Itong 50 reserved words na to, ito yung mga command or code na pwede nating i-execute gamit yung NetBeans at yung Eclipse. Okay? They are constant, hindi mo sila pwedeng baguhin or palitan kasi nga naka-embedded or naka-input na sila sa program or application ni NetBeans at Eclipse. So, they are 50 reserved words. So, ito yung mga example natin. Enum, interface, import, final, package, else, native, private, int, for, and extend. Okay, so let's proceed. Next, we have our commitment. Allows one to commit to a chosen value or statement while keeping it hidden to other with the ability to reveal the committed value. Start natin sa scanner. Okay? So, when we use the Java util scanner, ang ibig sabihin ng scanner, java.util, lahat ng ini-input daw natin sa keyboard, binabasa ni NetBeans or yun yung ini-execute niya. Okay? Next, we have our java.lang string. Common to sa GUI. So, yung GUI, graphical user interface, kapag meron na tayong design, meron na tayong layout, at meron na tayong format ng paggawa ng isang system or website. That is the GUI. Commonly ito ginagamit sa GUI, yung Java lang. Okay, next, we have our semicolon. Semicolon is a very important part of Java or NetBeans. Okay, so we have our system.out.println. Okay, so ibig sabihin ng ln, that is line. So, ibig sabihin na yun, yung line na to, system.out.println, is ipiprint mo daw siya or pag print mo, for example, naglagay ka ng hello, yun yung lalabas na output. So, hindi magra-run yung code mo sa line na to or parameter ng sentence na to or code na to kung wala yung semicolon. Okay, commonly sa English, ginagawa natin, nag-end when we want to end a statement or a paragraph, we're going to include yung tuldok. Okay, so dito naman, we're going to use semicolon. Next, we have our blocks or tinatawag din natin na curly brace. Ito yung opening and closing. Kung nag-opening ka, kailangan mag-closing ka. Okay, that is the block. White space. Okay, sir, ano yung white space? Okay, yung white space kapag for example, nag-type ka ng code, balik tayo ulit dito. Example dito. Dun sa int. Okay, int num1, okay, and num2, semicolon. Kung mapapansin nyo, sa gitna ni int at num1, may space. Okay, or vacant space. Tinatawag natin tong white space or yung space sa pagitan ng dalawang code natin. Okay, so that is white space. So, here is again our basic Java syntax. Okay, we have our public static void main string args and the system out println. Again, kapag tinanggal mo yung semicolon dito sa may dulo ng hello, hindi po siya magra-run kasi nga ito yung parameter natin para i-end yung statement na yon. Okay? Let's see. May naka-include tayong public class hello. Then, dun sa may susunod public static void main string args. Okay? Kung mapapansin ninyo, sa dulo nila, meron tayong curly brace or blocks. May dalawa tayong opening at sa pinakadulo at pinakababa naman, yun yung ginamit nating closing. Okay? Next, Java technology classes support three key features of object-oriented programming or OOP. When we say OOP, ito yung English text. Nakakaintindi siya ng text like symbol, numbers, and letters. Okay, that is OOP. When we say encapsulation, we are referring to different code, okay, na pinagsasama natin sila. Okay, so for example, Python, sama mo kay Java. HTML, sama mo kay Java. So that is encapsulation. You are merging the two different language at one. Okay? Excuse me. Next, we have inheritance. When we say inheritance, hereditary. Sir, ba't naging hereditary? Okay? Again, pinagsama mo yung dalawa. HTML, example, and NetBeans or Java. Pero kahit pinagsama mo sila, mananatili yung inheritance nila or yung identity nila. Okay? So, nandun pa rin yung keyword na head. Doon sa HTML nyo, may head, may HTML, may title, may body. So, yon. Sa NetBeans, same pa rin. Okay? So, ang nagkakaroon lang is yung tinatawag nating link. Okay? May link silang dalawa. Sa database po yon. So, that is inheritance. Kahit pinag-merge mo sila, nandun pa rin yung identity nila. Okay? Next, we have our polymorphism. Pag sinabi natin polymorphism, okay, so it's referring about the morphism or yung the word poly. When we say poly, okay, we are referring to two or more. That is polymorphism. Okay? Next, we have our abstract. Is a class that cannot cannot create new instance. It is used to perform as a base for subclasses. Abstract class cannot be initiated. Sa madaling salita, yung abstract class natin, we are referring to different classes. Sir, ano yung classes? For example, gumawa ka ng package, gumawa ka ng student, yung this coming assessment yung pala, tsaka yung nauna. So, pinagsama mo sila para gumawa ka ng student grade. So, you are referring to abstract class. Okay? Next, we have our height implementation details of class. When we say a class, it is a collection of information and data. When we say package, a grouping of classes and sub-package. Pag pinagsama-sama mo yung data at information, you will have your package. Okay, next we have our class, the source code blueprint for a runtime object. Additional information, pag class lang siya, we are referring to the runtime object, kung gaano siya kababilis mag-build up or mag-execute. We have our constructor, a method like construct used to initialize a new object. When we say construct, you are constructing different element of data types. Example, you are going to use double, you are going to use float, you're going to use boolean in your program, in your code. Ibig sabihin, construct, pinagsasama mo sila within a code. Next, Java note, method, a behavior element of an object, also known as algorithm, function, and procedure. When we say algorithm, it is a step-by-step procedure wherein you are following a chronological order or method. Okay, yun po siya. Sunod-sunod. Hindi ka pwede mag-start sa dulo kay Java. You're going to start at the top or at your first parameter of your syntax code. Hindi ka pwede mag-start dun sa pinaka-closing. Laging nauuna dun sa pinaka may public static. Ay, dun sa pinaka-package pala. Pinaka-package, papunta kay public static hanggang dun sa pinaka-closing mo. Okay, again, object, also known as instant. When we say object, okay, we are referring to the OOP. Nakikita natin, nababasa natin as human. When we say attribute, a data element of an object, also known as data member instant, variable, and data field. Common to sa GUI. Okay, when further discussion natin, possible mag-GUI tayo para you can clearly understand what is attribute. When we say attribute, for computation. You are computing, for example, the salary of the employee, okay, the gross income of a person. Yun yung attribute. Okay? Next, so, hindi ko na-include to. So, that ends our video or our discussion for today. So, again, thank you.